Alright guys, we're on the Segway X260, aka the Sur Ron X. And if you're thinking that I got rid of this bike, I did. That was my Sur Ron X that I had, the black edition from Luna, and I ended up missing this thing, so I picked up the Segway X260 in black. So it's got the cool app. It works pretty well, but if you're, you're trying to decide between the Sur Ron and the Segway, the only thing that really makes a difference between the two is the app. And if you really care about the app, that's fine, but the app really isn't a deal breaker for me. I got this bike for just under 4,800 bucks from Simply EV, and I thought it was a really good deal, especially since Luna was out of stock. So I figured I'd pick this up. Let me tell you, I'm just having an absolute blast on this thing. I mean, the power that comes out of this thing is just absolutely amazing. There's no other bike like it, in my opinion. So this is my second ride on this. First ride was really breaking it in and making sure everything was working correctly and all the parts were installed and stuff. I took it back to the garage and tightened the bolts and stuff, which you should definitely think about doing if you pick one of these up. After the first ride, well, especially before the first ride, make sure all the bolts are tightened and stuff, as tight as you can. And after the first ride, take it back in and just make sure you re-tighten those, just in case any came loose. But this thing is so much fun. I bought the Kaniwaba fake pedal kit for it. I haven't put it on yet. I'm kind of just seeing how it goes with law enforcement, see if I get pulled over or anything like that. So far, no problems. All the people that I know that have one of these two, they haven't had any problems with law enforcement stuff around here, so I mean, who knows, if enough people start getting them and ripping them around town, it might become an issue, but as for now, I think it should be good. What we're going to do is we're going to take it on some little trails here just to make sure it's good, off-roading and stuff. Now, if you leave it in the comments below what content you'd like to see me do on the X260, that'd be appreciated. And that way I can know exactly what people want to see. And let me know what you think about the differences between the Segway X260 and the Sur Ron X. If you think it's worth the extra couple $100, or in some cases $1,000. When I first got the Sur Ron X, I paid $3,600 for it, 37 shipped, and that was a steal at that time, And now it's up to $4,200, or an extra $150 or $170 for shipping. So I figured with the app, shipping included and stuff, I thought it was worth the extra couple $100 for the Segway X260, especially since it was in stock. So let me know if you think the app is worth it, to be honest. You can do things like changing the power of the regenerative brakes. You can also map your ride. You can change your power output. I have it maxed out. I can get around 47, 48 miles an hour on this thing. which is absolutely amazing. It's nice because this thing is so nimble. It's just, you can really take it anywhere. It's nice on the street, even with the knobby tires. You know, they claim on the website, on Segway's website and stuff, on the packaging, that you can get up to 75 miles. That's nice. Well, they claim you can get up to 75 miles, but I just don't see it. The only thing that I see being able to do that is if you put it on the lowest power output and, you know, make sure it's on eco. And drive as slow as you can drive. Maybe you'll get around 70, 75 miles, but I still doubt it. This thing is built for power. You know, it's not built for long range. I'd say probably the most you can get out of it is like 40, 45. You know, if you're using full power on sport, no, you're talking 20, maybe a little bit over 20 miles on the range, single battery. You know, I see a lot of people, you know, flipping these bikes and stuff when they first get them. I'm not really sure what people are doing. I don't really know if they know how much power this thing has, because are they just like ripping the throttle right out of the box after they build it? You know, I just don't get it. You really have to be careful because this thing is torquey, especially if you don't have experience with motorized vehicles or motorcycles or anything like that. You should always start on the lowest power mode and start in eco. You know, that way you can learn what the throttle feels like and then move in to the more powerful territory once you get the hang of it. Flip it into sport. You know, I've owned quite a few motorcycles in my life, and I have a lot of experience. So, you know, even starting in full power mode, I still had to be a little careful, just to kind of, you know what I was dealing with as far as power goes. But there really is no big difference between this, the Segway X260, and the Sur Ron X. The only thing is, Luna owns the rights to Sur Ron, so nobody else can sell it in the U.S. Segway is the largest shareholder in Sur Ron, so they were able to make their own model and get around the restrictions, you know, and this exclusive rights that Luna had, you know, with the Sur Ron X. So moves. Top speed I got it up to so far is 46. You know, flat ground, straight away. I'm 260 pounds and this thing just moves me with no problem. You know, you definitely won't have any problems with torque and power and getting up hills. is certainly a head turner though. I'm telling you, I get a lot of looks, people asking about it, they want to know about it, and they're just shocked that it's electric. You know, they hear me coming, and really they don't hear me coming. These things are kind of loud, but you can tell there's something electric going on. There's no motor in it or engine, combustion, so it's not that loud. And people are just surprised, especially when I have people test ride it and stuff and take it for a spin themselves. They're hooked right away. They want one, for themselves. You might think, why is this dude running through stop signs and stuff? On e-bikes, you don't have to stop at a stop sign. You just have to slow down, check your surroundings, make sure that nobody's coming for your safety. But you don't have to stop. So if you see me running through stop signs, it's okay to do that. I can do that. You do have to follow traffic. Traffic laws, general traffic laws, and, you follow traffic lights. So if there's a red light coming, you do have to stop. Just keep that in mind. You can't just fly through red lights and stuff. You see it on LA East Gate and stuff a lot, but it smells like pot over here. Ooh. Someone must be growing pot or something.
Hey, what kind of bike is that?
This is Sur Ron.
It is. You call it a Sur Ron. I always want to see one up and close in person.
It's worth it.
My name's Tony.
It's worth it. Rob.
Rob and my son Jake. We live right here.
What's up?
But man, that thing is bad.
They got a smaller one too. So if you want a smaller one, they got.
Nah, you'd probably go for a big one.
They got an X260. So that one still goes up to like 30-something miles an hour.
How fast does this one go?
This one will just under 50.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
But you can put an eco. The eco will top out at like 32.
Yeah.
You know.
They say they get like 15 to 20 miles out of them.
Yeah. So if you put it, I get about 20 full throttle.
Yeah. Oh, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, I love this thing. This is my second one.
How long have you had this one for?
I've had it for about a week. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. You have the old one, or you sold it?
No, I sold it.
You sold it?
Yeah, actually, I sold it for $1,000 more than when I actually got paid for it. Because they were you couldn't find them anywhere.
No, you probably sold like everything else. Everything's stuck in cargo ships somewhere.
Even this one, yeah, I had to grab it like real quick, so.
But yeah, no, those things are cool. We've been looking at them for years. I'm like, man, it'd be good for like track days. Do it to the track, dirt bike racing or something.
Yeah, I mean, I go to work with it and stuff too, so.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's.
I mean, technically, you're not, because the laws are so gray right now with these, so they don't really know. But cops pull out to me. They're like, "Oh my God, is that electric?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "That's crazy."
Need a license, you don't need nothing for it. No registration, insurance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
It's nice to see one up close and yeah, cool.
So, all right, you probably see me ripping around a couple more times. So.
All right, man.
All right, dude.
Yourself, man.
All right, take care.
Have fun.
Yep. See, I'm telling you, man, people just love these things. They love the look of them, and the Sur Ron name is starting to get out there. People are starting to see them on YouTube, and they want their own. Well, it's good for the brand. Good for the brand to get the name out. Even though it's a Segway, I still call it a Sur Ron because it's basically what it is. I'll put this cool mount on there for my phone. I gotta have a phone mount just in case, you can, just in case you get a call or you need to call someone and you get text on it. It's good to have a phone mount. Plus, you use GPS to make sure you can see your actual speed, just gotta find more places to ride, you know, more places to rip it off road. Cause we're in the neighborhood and stuff. There's not too much woods around here. Let's see what's down here. Trails to go down here. Trails in here, I think. All right. How you doing, doggy? See what's going on back here. It's a cool little area. No problem. Like I said, guys, I'm 260 pounds. This thing is pulling me hard. This is so awesome. I'm just so stoked. Kind of getting cold though. I think I'm gonna get back. It's a little chilly. I'm freezing. I'm cold.